privateers supported by the factory in one way or another, little wonder that the title once again goes to Toyota. The special vehicle category of the ABSA South African Off-Road Championship saw a huge battle for honours among the drivers and co-drivers. Our eventual winners clinched it on the final event of the season, having taken 4 victories out of 8. Congratulations to our 2007 Drivers' Champion, Evan Hutchinson, and his co-driver, Achim Bergman.
Yeah, it has been a good win, you know. I think in the last few years, the off-road fraternity has changed quite dramatically. You know, it's become very competitive. We've got some really good drivers in Class A, and the championships have become harder and harder to win. You know, last year it was the first year for Alfie Cox to come and race in the Motor Art team. A true talent. You know, he came into the sport in Class A and won in the first year. He was very quick. He won a lot of the races overall. And I think the standard has grown over the past few years. So to have won the championship this year has been quite rewarding in that we're racing strong competition, and it gives it a little bit more value when you know that you've won it up against some really good competitors. I think the same's going to happen for next year. There's more guys coming to the sport and everyone's getting faster and faster, and there's some true champions that are racing. So very proud of Motor Art and the support they've given us for the year. We had 2 guys racing in the championship this year. We'll more than likely have 2 in the team again next year in the special vehicles, and hopefully 1 in production vehicle. We haven't made up our mind exactly who we're going to race and how it's going to all work.
In the production vehicle category, one manufacturer was so strong that the battle was fought only among its own crews. Despite having to come from behind, some strong results in the latter half of the season were enough for him to clinch the title. Our driver's champion is Duncan Voss.
You know, Glenn runs a really professional outfit. He's got a lot of good team players. We're all part of the whole Nissan Motorsports program, and we all put maximum effort into it, and winning is important for all of us, you know, right from the bottom right to the top, and there are incentives for everyone, and we really like competing. We like winning, and as I say, we compete against the best that is on offer in South African off-road competition, and you know, we try hard and we race hard, and we like doing well, and we put a lot of effort into our motorsport.
Among the co-drivers, however, it was a member of another crew who clinched it, because he had a top-class driver, of course, and because he was able to compete in all 8 events this year. So well done, Francois Jordan. As mentioned, one team completely dominated this season, getting beaten for the first time in 11 races only in the final event of the year. With everything run under the masterful control of Glenn Hall, the likes of Duncan Voss and Ralph Pitchford, Hannes Grobler and Francois Jordan, and all the privateers, the manufacturer's trophy could only go to Nissan. Nissan Motorsport team manager Glenn Hall receives his trophy from Commission President Piet Swanepoel.
Because you weren't able to compete.
Not having raced a race, obviously we're unable to recoup from a coverage and a sponsorship point of view. ASO, the organisers, are going to refund the entry fees, but I think everybody's aware that's a small portion of the cost that you're involved with. And the other point about it is our car that we developed for the last 2 years, by the time it comes to the next Dakar, will be slightly obsolete. You know, there have been changes made to it, so a lot of the car and the spares will have to change.
Talking about the vehicle, you now have a fully equipped FIA spec Dakar vehicle, of course no Dakar to race it in. Is it going to stay that way, and are you going to be able to race overseas with it?
The car, we did quite a few changes to it, to change it from the SP class to be able to race it in the Dakar. So at the moment we've made a decision to leave it as is and not change it back, and hopefully race some of the other international events overseas.
What is your personal feeling about the future of the Dakar? Are we going to see that event return to African soil, or is it going to go to another continent?
From my point of view, it would be very dangerous for the organisers to plan the same route again, because obviously you stand the threat of another a terrorist organisation or somebody making threats against the race. So I assume that it will change location. There's a few options in the air. One that we're obviously backing is for it to come to Southern Africa, to race through Southwest and Botswana and through South Africa, which would be great for us, nice and close, and the Europeans would have to rely on us for a change. Or there's another option that it could go to South America.
Let's hope the Dakar does return and the efforts of Corbett don't go to waste.